Okay, so this is a look at my movie collection and winter, what I've been doing in here. I'm trying to start up the TV shows again, I'll probably get one of them around Christmas. There's only 2 or 3 TV shows I want, plus 1 or 2 cartoons. So this year I'll probably get 1 or 2 of them. The next year I'll get the other 2. I'll should be cut up by then, and then I'll turn over into my music and games. For the movies, I'm pretty much got everything on my list right now, except for one of them. But I did get a Terrifier 2 instead of. I should have bought the one on my list, but I already picked up Terrifier 2 and I picked up Terrifier 1. I seen a good price for that, so probably will get the new Halloween one next year. And then there's a new movie that Sandra Bullock made, Lost City or something like that. Might watch it on Netflix first or something like that, and then I'll buy it. I do a review probably once a month, and I'll do a food haul once a month. I'll go thrifting once a month, and I'll probably put up a couple of songs throughout. If I do any art, it might be a marker drawing, or if I buy any acrylic, I could do a little landscape painting that way, but it's too expensive for oils, so I would like to buy up another Bob Ross kit, but I don't got the money for that right now, so I stopped with the oil painting. Maybe down the line I'll pick it up again, but for now, I don't get that much, and unless if I go back to school or something for art, then that'll be a hobby I could pick up again, but um, don't know if I'll go back to school now anyway. I could go back for part-time, but it's too expensive. You have to pay up front for it. But you'll learn something that way, and good way to get into your school program that way. But I don't do the animation thing anymore, tutorials, but I do a little bouncing balls sometimes. I do have an animation table set up in the other room. Um, Plus, I have some storage in the other room already for board games and stuff like that. So I might clean that up, back storage up a little bit, and have one wall for more movies and whatever I buy. But we'll see how things go down the line. All the backing is complete for the shelving. The fabric does work, but you do have to pay a little bit to get it. And if you can get it pretty cheap at the donation store, then it's worth doing that way. Or some kind of material, tarp or something like that you could put on that's fairly cheap, and it's got a lot of space to cover. Um, Otherwise, we probably would have to buy some kind of very thin wood and pay more money for it. But it's only a very narrow shelving, so it's not enough to hold a DVD player or anything like that. But it's kind of expensive to do a very narrow shelving as well. At least 40 to 50 bucks for the wood plus screws and all that. So I'm lucky I got to the end of it. So I could just like focus on the movies more. But I'm at the end of my list. I only had a few of them on the list. Ones I remember I never got to rent at Blockbuster, or I never had money for. And there's still one more karate one I want to get, so I'll try to pick that one up next month. Um, and now I could think about getting some sequels to some of the movies I pick up. I try to get at least the first movie and go from there. Um, so little things like that I could build up on. And hopefully around Christmas I'll get another big box TV show. Baywatch will be probably next year. Then 90210 will be the last one. But I already do have like a couple seasons on 90210, so I at least I got something to watch on that. I do want to get a little bit more on Bones. Hopefully I can find it thrifting. I found all these ones thrifting, so that's like half of it. So I completed Castle over the winter. A little stuff like Leprechaun. It's got like a long run. Then I'll try to get at least the first part. Um, or stuff like RoboCop. I started building up on because I was missing a couple there. So little things like that I'll look for. I know there's a new Clerks one, Clerks 3, so I'll try to get it. I got part 1 and part 2. Haven't seen part 2 yet, so but yeah, I am watching one of the newer movies now, so I'll probably do a review of it down the line. You'll see it when it comes up. I'll probably do one review per month. I think that's pretty good for my channel. It's kind of a take on Siskel and Ebert reviews, but it's kind of fun. But I don't want to do it all the time though. I'm watching right now Sleepaway Camp, the final one. This one, Return to Sleepaway Camp, that's one of the most expensive ones I have. Plus there's a couple other ones I have that are kind of expensive in here, $50 to $100. That's what I was trying to build up on, and now I just need that karate movie. Then I should be all cut up. And VHS is another thing. I do want to pick up a little bit more on VHS down the line, so I'm going to keep it open for thrifting. All these shelves are just pretty much cheaply made, but whatever wood I could salvage. Some of the wood I had to buy, but I could have bought at least a better VHS for that money, make at least 40 or 50 bucks in shelving, but I had to do that to get the look I wanted in here. It's enough to hold a VHS, so a lot of it's got shoddy backing, but it does the job. The movies don't fall back and break, so it's a lot easier to have things set up this way than have them double stacked with shelving like that. Shelving like this is enough for stuff like for records and toys. If I buy a candy holder, I'll probably put it over here. Then I can move the Xbox games and put them on this shelf here, and maybe keep the bottom shelf more for records. So nice to have shelving like this, but the shelving that I had here was too heavy, so I could not do nothing much with it. So I threw it out. But other than that, if I had like a light shelving, it would be shelving like this. So light cabinets. Don't want anything too heavy for the upper floor. Won't be too good for the floor. This is just an attic, so I gotta keep things fairly light up here as well. Don't want to have like shelving that weighs 100 pounds up here. To do that for the whole row. Some people buy shelving, but I wouldn't with building them, and hopefully you could now think about getting somewhere the sequels to some of these horror movies and go from there. Maybe end of the year I'll come back and try to get a TV show around Christmas time. So it's going to be a slow going, but I'll try to do something for the channel. There are new people coming in, and this is what I collect. Thanks for watching. I do collect board games as well, like checkers, Monopoly, and stuff like that. Some smaller board games that I remember. Hopefully I can find a gumball machine or some kind of candy holder. It would be nice to have like a tabletop one, like a coin machine. I'm not going to pay 100 to 200 bucks for them, but if I can find one at the donation store. I found the popcorn maker last winter, and they run about 300 to 400 bucks on eBay, and that's quite a fair bit. But if I can find it locally, then I'll buy one. Maybe I could look for a banjo or something like that to help learn my songwriting. Keep that up. Thanks for watching. Some new hobby I picked up last year.